Triple G. David Lemieux. We're gonna speak on it, because we've had a few ask us why we haven't. A few who just got hip to us. So we'll tell you why we're kicking it now. That would be because we was asked. And not until after the fight. It works that way with us often. And everyone who rocks with 10 players knows. If we ain't asked, we ain't doing. Munchin' on popcorn while listening to our fellow channels what the fuck we're doing. But we've gotta send a 10 players holler out to Bill the Butcher, Shay, and Mr. Joe Kangry on this one. And no. They didn't just get hip to us. They're knowledgeable guys, some even with ring experience, and they don't fucking get mad if we say something they don't agree with. So respect to them. Because it seems they got us to put down our popcorn. So let's talk some fucking boxin'. And y'all know what we're talking about. That's right. And it was a good night of fighting. Nice card. Which all went exactly like we fucking expected. Down to the damn letter. Actually it went like everyone fucking expected. Except maybe the crappy pay-per-view numbers. Even though we expected that too. And we already told why. We're gonna get into that in another video because that's another topic. So to just call me Juice, we're still gonna kick that. For this video though, we're sticking with the fight and what's going on at middleweight. Because for this fight, we just wanted to gauge Triple, since virtually everyone already knew he was stopping this guy. The question was how'd he deal with another big puncher? How'd his chin hold up if hit? Which we still have no idea, so can't give him a chin rating. But defensively he gets an A against a guy like this. Not in general. Because he did a damn good job with a C fighter with power. That's it. Nothing more. And we liked it. And justify it. The guy had a strap and he lifted it off the motherfucker like he shoulda. Props to Triple for it. But Jesus. You know, fight fans. Still the same old same old. A guy wins one fight and he's the greatest ever. TGE. We loved Triple in this fight, but we see a whole lot of jump in the gun. This fight was about testing the waters and a step in the right direction. It wasn't about some big historical pay-per-view event. Still, we've gotta give Triple some credit. For one, he's a hard hitter that can actually box. His defensive reactions was faster than his attack. Which means we observed Triple stepping back from shots faster than shots he threw, he controlled the distance, his timing was ace, and he used the jab extremely well. As for this guy, well, what the fuck was he being trained for? We knew where this shit was going from the second round on. It was predictable as soon as we saw David was actually trying to box. Yeah. His game plan was to box Triple. Fucking brilliant. The inferior boxer decided he would box the superior boxer. He must have the smartest trainers on earth. Truth is, this was a fight he needed to turn into an ugly fight while not even trying to fuck with the jab other than instinctually. We said instinctually. He was attempting to use his intentionally. There's a big fucking difference. Don't worry though. Some dumb motherfucker will say we're stupid without having the slightest clue as to what the fuck we're talking about. So we'll leave that alone. But he didn't have the style to fight Triple G. His best chance was to go Joe Frazier on Triple, fuck the jab, attack the body while up in his grill giving him no leverage, then go to the top while being on the inside. Which he rarely was. Like let go of the fucking fear and jump on that wild stallion's back. Make the bull have to throw you the fuck off, and fight like a wild fearless woman refusing to get raped. That's how my Yurga used to do, motherfuckers. Scrap and scrape and get dirty, and fuck trying to box the superior boxer. You ain't got the fucking skill, so that's the only chance he had. Make it ugly. Triple don't like ugly. You gettin' the inside from the outside. But not from staying on the fucking outside. You know. It's one thing to do what it takes to give yourself a chance, and then lose the fight. We can respect that. It's another never to do what it takes at all and lose the fight. Or simply do stupid shit. It's infallible that you'll lose the damn fight. There's no reason to even step in the fucking ring if that's the case. The best way to deal with Mexican style is to be good boy and do what Mexican style lovers hate. Don't get it twisted because we enjoy Mexican style. But we're talking about strategically winning a fight here. Not beating the shit out of each other like cavemen. But in the fifth, David, who don't know what Mexican style lovers hate, took a knee and got punched in the fucking face by Triple. Look. Being punched in the damn face by Triple for free while on a knee's no joke. It was clearly not intentional. But it seems Lemieux shoulda got the same chance to take the same time a guy getting punched in the balls gets. As for how the bout went, there was virtually no holding in this fight, and we like what Triple's doing. We'd personally like to see this guy unify because it's extremely important for boxing. Sure, we'd love to have seen Triple Ward. But here's the thing. What a big name in boxing does. That's if it works for that fighter. Other fighters start doing more of. Unification should be the goal, but fighters are just happy having one strap while claiming they're champions. And they get away with it due to their terrified fanboy fans justifying it. While trying to act like the toughest motherfuckers on earth. Who are really secretly scared of their favorite fighter get in his face smashed the fuck in. As for the future. This fight's got tons of fans saying Triple runs through everyone at 160. We can understand that based on Triple's body of work, but not because of this fight. He's waiting for the winner of Canelo Cotto. And if you don't already know, Canelo just made a statement claiming he'll only fight Triple at a catch weight of 155. And what the fuck did we tell y'all 9 minutes in our return video? Check those fucking dates on our videos like we keep telling y'all. Others will say it. Check dates to see who says what when and first. And to Mr. Joe. You're 100% correct. Now everyone sees it too. But we'll kick it on the Cotto Canelo shit in another video. As for competition in this division. The word is Andy Lee says he wants to fight Triple. We'll have to see that video personally. These guys say a lot of shit. Especially when a mic's in their face asking about fighting the guy. Like who the fuck wants to look like a pussy and say no? So you've gotta read motherfuckers. If he said it like.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis, Lennox, I'm coming for you.
Then we can pay attention. Hey Triple, Andy said he's coming for you. He's Sonny Liston Jack Dempsey and you're just a bitch. That's intriguing. Especially since his fate's likely to end up being the same as Tyson's. We see Andy Lee doing nothing against Triple but getting punched, and wobbled. And Andy Lee ain't gonna be no damn weeble wobbling if he wobbles. That motherfucker will fall down. And we don't believe a damn thing Quillin says. He's another one talking weak shit. We're listening to a clip from Mr. Boxing where Quillin says, on Triple's part you hear he wanna fight me. And you hear on my part. I wanna fight him. Here's the problem we had with that flappin'. When it came to Quillin mentioning he wanna fight him. There was a pause. Just a fraction of a second. And that fraction was equal to a fucking hour due to the nature of the topic. At least it's a start for Quillin. But it's still just flap to us. Then he goes into how he ain't come into the game to be scared of nobody. Look. Once that I ain't scared shit starts. It usually means scared's exactly what a motherfucker is. It doesn't mean a guy can't win. But it's bullshit talk. If I sit this old lady in front of you, ain't no fighter gonna start trying to convince you he ain't scared by saying he ain't scared. But Quillin talked his crap. Which is that he's waiting for the money to be right. Which means nothing to us other than he's waiting to get enough to retire from, while hoping he gets lucky enough to land a lottery shot on Triple's jaw in the ring. We can tell you right now. If a magic fairy appeared before Quillin guaranteeing a first round knockout, but only if Quillin fights that fight next, he'd fight that fight in a fucking flash. He sure the fuck ain't gonna tell that fairy no way, I'ma wait till the money's right. But you can bet Triple tell that fairy no thanks little fairy. I wanna be good boy and win Mexican style. As far as we're concerned, Triple's number 1 at 160, and already beat Quillin by default. He's got no great names under his belt, yet at the same time we can't blame the man for being ducked. But to keep it honest, he's played the ducking game as well. But beyond that we like what Triple's doing trying to unify, because it sheds a light on fighters in other divisions not doing the same. And the kinda spotlight they don't want. If being undisputed gets pumped into the conscious and subconscious minds of fans. Especially the subconscious because that's where the real problem lies. It's gonna change the view of history. Fighters currently viewed as great aren't gonna be viewed that way. Especially if a new generation comes along viewing unifying as the norm, because they're gonna look at a lot of fighters and say, that motherfucker wasn't even undisputed. He was a fucking joke. Then you'll find out who the real greats are when you see who's still standing on that list. We can tell you one thing. Ali'll be there. But some of your undefeated fighters won't. Triple could assist in establishing this shit, and that's good news. As for Triple. Good fight, and he deserves respect. The fact is the man's doing something good for boxing, but had a big mouth team that jacked his glory by talking too fucking much. He can move up if he wants, but competition will come in his division, so we have no problem with how long he stays in it. As long as same day weigh-ins ain't the rule, and he can make the weight. It's no issue for us. But in our book a motherfucker is what he is when he steps in the ring. And we're not talking about triple. We're talking about any fighter, same standards for all. You want exciting competitive fights. That's one of the ways to get 'em. But this undisputed shit's important. Erasing all questions is the goal. The man wants to prove he's the man at that division, so congrats to triple. Go for all the belts. Then tape those motherfuckers together if you get 'em. Now we spoke on Triple G long before all these brave video making Triple G haters popped up. Bet a lot of motherfuckers mad at us then love us now. Because we was talking about boxing. And we stay consistent. We don't flip-flop all over the fucking place like a fish out of water to protect or fuck up some guy's race. Unlike most of his new crop of haters. Who are extremely thrilled his numbers sucked. Our view now's the same as our view then. We said we liked Triple. He's a very good fighter. With a dash of hype. And we stand the same. But they got mad because we refused to call him great. And we still ain't yet. He's got work to do. And we're gonna speak on it. But we like that he wants to unify. We also like that he's standing his ground and refusing to fight for the middleweight title at a weight that's not middleweight. And he needs to be awarded the Cotto Canelo belt. Or hopefully have it put up for grabs to fight for the vacant strap. So those are our thoughts for now. And until our next one. Peace. We're out.